1955 to 1975 stands as one of the most inhuman and complex conflicts of the 20th century. Fought between North Vietnam, supported by the Soviet Union, China, and other communist allies, and South Vietnam, backed primarily by the United States and anti-communist allies, the war was rooted in Cold War tensions, colonial legacies, and ideological rivalries. It was not only a battle over territory, but also a fierce struggle between communism and capitalism. One of the key reasons the war is remembered for its inhumanity is the sheer scale of devastation and the suffering it inflicted on both soldiers and civilians. Vietnam became a testing ground for modern warfare technologies and guerrilla tactics. Napalm bombs, Agent Orange, a toxic herbicide used to destroy forests and crops, and heavy aerial bombardments caused massive environmental damage and long-term health effects. Civilians, including women and children, were frequently caught in the crossfire, and entire villages were destroyed during operations like the infamous My Lai Massacre in 1968. The complexity of the war also lay in the fact that it was not a traditional conflict between nations. The North Vietnamese Army, NVA, and the Viet Cong, a communist insurgent group in the south, used guerrilla warfare, making it difficult for US and South Vietnamese forces to identify the enemy. The war was fought in dense jungles, rice paddies, and remote villages, where loyalties were often ambiguous. This led to widespread mistrust and brutal counterinsurgency strategies. Politically, the war deeply divided global and domestic opinion. In the US, it sparked widespread anti-war protests, particularly among students and civil rights activists. Many questioned the moral and strategic justification for US involvement, especially as the war dragged on with increasing American casualties and no clear victory in sight. The Pentagon Papers, leaked in 1971, revealed that successive US governments had misled the public about the war's progress, deepening public disillusionment. By the time the war ended in 1975 with the fall of Saigon, over 3 million people had died, including more than 58,000 Americans. Vietnam was left devastated, physically, economically, and socially. The war left scars that endured for generations and reshaped global politics, military strategy, and public opinion on interventionist warfare. As a symbol of both the cruelty of war and the dangers of ideological extremism, the Vietnam War remains a sobering chapter in modern history.